What is up? What is up? It is Wednesday. Good old hump day, everybody. Welcome to the Bedrock channel. This is Tyler Eggleston. And today we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go ahead right into this. All right. First off, I want to go ahead and welcome. Basically, if you guys are new, welcome. And if you're not and you're already existing, welcome as well. But we got some packed things that we're going to go ahead and go through. And if you guys have comments along the way, go ahead and throw them in the comment section or on the live chat. And pretty much once we get going through this, I'll go ahead and answer some questions. We're going to have a Q&A. But some of the things I want to talk about today, kind of went through a little bit of this yesterday, but we have a lot more details to go through. But what the heck is going on with the Bedrock price? For those of you guys that have been in from the beginning, we launched up to a mini moon. And now, why has it been going down? And kind of the plan for it to go back up. So if you guys have been in for a minute, don't panic. We're going to be all right. Plus, something that I'm doing as well is we're going to be giving away 100 Rock tokens if you guys stick around towards the end of the video. Basically, those of you guys that were here yesterday kind of went over this, but you want to type hashtag Rock giveaway in the live chat right now. So go ahead and do that if you guys want a chance to win. Then I'll kind of explain what to do. But at the end of this video, you're also going to want to comment and do hashtag Rock giveaway. And then tomorrow, if you guys are on, you have a chance to win those tokens. So that's kind of what we're going to do from here. All right, moving on. Okay, let's talk about liquidity pools. So a lot of people don't really understand how this works. And just to kind of help understand this, there's two different ways in crypto. One way is you have a block and you release tokens every so often on a blockchain or per block. So like Bitcoin, for instance, every 10 minutes, a new certain amount of Bitcoin can be mined. And all that really means is basically there's new tokens coming into circulation. So to keep this simple, we don't really do that because we launched all the tokens from the get-go. And what a liquidity pool is how DeFi works. And so let me go ahead and read this here. A collection of cryptocurrencies or tokens locked in a smart contract. Trades are made with liquidity pools instead of another buyer/seller. So it's a little bit different than the stock market or a central exchange where you have a buyer and a seller. And I'll go over that in a minute. So the amount of both tokens in the pool changes with each trade. All right. So to kind of look at the big circle here, we have Rock and we have BUSD. And this is a live example of exactly what happened or how we started the liquidity pool. And when somebody buys Rock tokens, the Rock tokens come out of the pool. And then you have BUSD or whatever currency that they bought it with, BNB. It gets exchanged into BUSD. Or just dollars, right? Think about it as fiat or currency, just money, goes into the pool. And when somebody sells, this circle is the opposite. So when somebody sells, they're putting more Rock tokens into that big circle, and money comes out of the big circle. All right, so if that doesn't really make too much sense, I'm going to go ahead and we'll get to the next slide here, just so you guys can kind of get an idea. Okay, so a liquidity pool a little bit further is the price of a token is related to the amount and the value of tokens in that liquidity pool. So we use something called an AMM or an automated market maker. And all they are is essentially just a smart contract that governs the liquidity pool. So you don't really have to have a buyer or a seller. You can buy or sell at any time with this scenario, which is really cool. And they use a mathematical equation to manage the trading balance. So essentially, the amount of each token in a pool can never go to zero because we had to, in order to give the Rock tokens a price, we had to put money in this pool to create a pool. So if we look in the bottom right-hand corner over here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but hopefully you can. In the bottom right-hand corner, it says 100 million tokens available, right? And that's going to be your X ratio. And so for those of you guys that are into algebra and calculus, X times Y equals K, and K is going to be your line. So I'm not going to go into too details with that. It gets a little complicated, but If you look at the left-hand side where there's a Y, there's dollar amounts, right? 100,000, then a million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, then 10 billion. So how this starts is as we begin, the price is going to be really low, and then there's a lot of tokens in the pool. And as people start to buy the tokens, there's few or less and less tokens, which kind of makes the price shoot up, just like this curved line, if you guys check out that curved line. So we're going to go on to this next one, and I can kind of jump back to that in a second. But continuing on, the price of a token is related to the amount and value of tokens in the liquidity pool, which we've already talked about. The amount of each token in a pool can never go to zero. Why? Because we put $100,000 to start the project. So the least amount of money that would ever be in there would be 100 grand. Okay. As one token becomes more scarce, the algorithm adjusts how much is needed of the other token to balance that equation. So if we kind of go over, and this, you guys can read the rest of it, but if we look in the left-hand corner there, it says the start liquidity examples, right? So we talked about this briefly already, $100,000 and 100 million rock tokens. So if you guys look at this blue line down here, there's a blue line, right? And a red little tiny dot or tiny line there. And that's kind of the starting point of when we first launched. And so what happens is there was a ton of tokens in the pool, but not very much money. And then what happened around Thanksgiving? Everybody started to buy, and we had, Thanksgiving parties, and people were telling them how much money they had made and how they were going to retire in 2 weeks, and Grandma and Grandpa got involved, and it was all kinds of fun, right? Well, that's going to continue, but there were some people that got a little scared when we had a little sell-off. I don't know who sold, and it doesn't really matter. But the point here is there were less tokens available in the pool. And so the price had gone up. And now what's happening is we have released staking, okay? And staking is something that's similar to mining, except for instead of mining and having everybody go get a big computer, trying to solve all these codes and get Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin, what we've kind of done is made it where the stakers are the ones that can claim new tokens. And that's part of what's going to happen is the staking rewards are going to enter the pool and continue to make more tokens in that pool. So if you kind of look over in the far right-hand corner there, you can see that there's rock tokens and that line kind of dropped down. So hopefully this isn't too over your guys' heads. I wanted to try and break it down as simple as possible for everybody. But that's kind of where we're at. So if we go back just for a second, this line in the bottom right-hand corner right now, it says 100 million, right? And when we continue on to the next slide, if you look here now, what I want to talk about, I kind of started talking about this, is the staking rewards just means more rock in circulation. So what is a stake? A stake is essentially similar to a savings account where you're putting money that you're saying, I'm not going to touch this for X amount of time, or like an IRA where you have to wait until you retire and then take it out. And so part of this, if we look at the token info here that you can get on Dex Tools, is today we have 551 holders and a market cap of 9.8 million, which is phenomenal. A circulating supply of almost another million rock tokens that have been added into circulation from the staking rewards, which is super cool. We launched the staking on the 19th. Today is the 19th. And so if you look at of January, and if you look at kind of, if every month a million new tokens come in and we don't have as many buyers, I think the most holders that we had at a time was close to 650. And so we've lost about, 99 people, almost 100 people, which is it's just fine. Some of those have been bots, which is a great thing. Like as the price has gone down, they've started to sell off like, oh crap, like we're losing money. I don't want to confuse you with a bot, but just it's a smart contract that essentially is kind of like a Bitcoin IRA or something where they go out and they buy a bunch of random tokens that started off in the beginning and they hope that the project takes off, right? And I think that's what sold, but not 100% sure. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. The point here is we're going to have more tokens coming in circulation. And so really what we need to do is we need to get more holders And the reason why is in order to increase our wallet counts, or how we're going to increase the wallet counts and why we need to, is number one, we want to get on more exchanges. And in order to get on a big exchange like crypto.com or Binance or Coinbase or anything like that, they require about 5 to 10,000 wallets, which is not too hard to do, but it's also, it just shows that you're a legitimate project. People have interest in you. And now that there's so many tokens out there, so many people can just go on there, make a random token, and they want legitimate projects that people aren't going to get scammed over or anything like that, right? The second way that we can increase is word of mouth. And so I don't know if some of you guys saw it today, but we started a promotion a few days ago. But as of today, there's a new promo we're going to talk about in just a minute that involves word of mouth, and it's going to be fun. And then our marketing, which we haven't even really touched at all. We've kind of trickled on a few teeny sites. We've done a little bit here on Twitter. But other than that, we really have not touched anything yet. We haven't done any Facebook marketing. We haven't really done too many other things, but we'll kind of dive into the plan with that. All right, so moving on. Starting today, if you guys have referred a friend or you refer a friend, and this isn't going to go on forever. We might just do this for the next few days. We might do this for the next month. But we're going to try this out and see how it goes. And if you guys refer a friend and they buy $100 worth of rock, then you're both going to receive 100 rock tokens. And so we'll need their address, and we're going to need your address, and just go into the Discord and we can verify the transaction, see if they really bought $100 worth, and we'll send both of you guys $100 or 100 rock tokens. It's really like in the marketing wallet, I'd be fine doing this for up to maybe even the first 1 million tokens, which would be really cool. I think it'd be a great way to kind of spread the word. There's so many people in crypto where they're afraid of it, but I think everybody can afford $100 just to test the waters. And as this project continues to grow, if they start to see it moving, I think, then they're going to want to invest more money. So that's kind of the idea, and that's just something fun that we can do. So should be great. All right, next with the marketing plan. This is kind of a concept of what the new website is going to look like. So if you guys have been on any other website like PancakeSwap, they have a fun website, right? And when you go on the page, it talks about what's happening with the project. When you go on our website, it does not look like that right now. Like the staking is clean, but as far as just the initial project itself, on the homepage, it doesn't explain what the heck we're doing. And so for those of you guys that are new or might not even have a clue what Bedrock is, I'll kind of just keep it really brief. We've made a platform where the rock token is going to be used as collateral for businesses or small businesses that want to 10x their business, similar to Shark Tank, but instead of coming in a room where you only have 5 or 6 people that can, invest in the project, we want to make it where anybody around the world can help out with that. And in return, they'll earn some interest. So it's kind of like I give you $100 today in hopes that I'll get my $100 back plus some interest on it, right? And unless you're an accredited investor in the US, you really can't get into cool stuff like this. And so we wanted to make a platform that's available for everybody. So number one, revamp the homepage. I didn't want to spend marketing dollars to a website that doesn't explain what the hell's happening. Okay? Number two, influencer campaigns. This is going to happen probably in the next 5 to 7 days. And we're going to beef up our Twitter. We're going to beef up the Telegram. It's not going to be so small. And we're going to get that thing really pumping. So we have partnered with a company that's really good in this. And they're going to start doing stuff like that for us really soon. So while that's happening, and while we're working on the new site, which hopefully will be out maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now, then we're going to have some press releases on some major sites. So we're going to start working on these nice press releases, work on our SEO, and really kind of get on some cool press releases with like Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News, Yahoo Money. And these are big major sites. Like these aren't little tiny sites. And so definitely when you look at how many people in the world have the Rock token today, after this, I think we're going to have a lot more people from the public joining, which is going to be great. The other thing The PR is on another 70 cryptocurrency websites like Cointelegraph, Bitcoin.com. There's a lot of big ones, which is really, really cool. And this is not a cheap press release by any means. And so I really, before we dump that much money into it, we want to have the website done. All right, number 4, project awareness. This is going to be pretty cool too, where we're going to have quite a bit of different sites that are willing to have us on their homepage for over a month. And this one's not cheap either, but it's going to really boost what we're doing in the community. And there's like 99% of the projects out there, in my opinion, that have no functionality or no utility behind the token. It's just a meme token. You buy it, you hope it goes up. Where with this token, I think we're really going to be able to change a lot of people's lives, which is going to be sweet. Okay, lastly, this is freaking cool. So starting today, again, what we are doing is if you have to make a new stake that starts today, okay, or moving forward. If you've already staked your tokens, that's great. But what we're going to do is if you guys stake $1,000 of Rock tokens for 360 days, you're going to get a t-shirt. And how does that work? You guys are going to need to stake the tokens, take a screenshot, go into the Discord, and there's instructions in there. But you'll see something in there that says something about like a free t-shirt giveaway or something about staking and free t-shirts or something like that. And so my wife's editing it right now. But you'll see it in the Discord, okay? And then we're going to have a bunch of walking billboards. Number 2, if you stake for 5,000 of Rock, you'll get a sweatshirt. And then if you do 10,000 of Rock for any gangsters out there that really want to rep us hard, you're going to get a little nice fluffy North Face jacket, okay? And so when we do this, how you would get this is if you wanted all 3, don't make one stake for $16,000. Okay, you need to do 3 individual stakes. One for 1,000 if you want the shirt, one for 5,000 if you want the sweatshirt, and one more for 10,000 if you want to get the North Face jacket. I don't know anybody in crypto at all that is doing something like this. At all. Okay? But these are kind of this will be the merch as we continue on. We'll probably have some other things like some hats and some other fun gadgets out there that we'll be adding to this, but this is what we have as of right now. So if you guys do that, take a screenshot of your stake, just like we're talking about. Go to the Discord, and then paste your wallet address as well. We'll verify that your stake is real, and then Devin or somebody, one of the admins, will go in and we'll DM you guys for your address, your real physical address. I don't want you posting your physical address in the Discord. Just your wallet address, okay, like your MetaMask address or whatever, okay? All right, so, okay, let's get to this part. So Bedrock giveaway. All right, let's just quick screen share. All right. It was... Audio's gone. Did it come back? No sound. Okay, Rock giveaway. Okay, cool. All right. Taylor Ann. All right, there we go. Now we can hear. Sorry about that. That was silly. Okay, so let's go to this real quick. So we're gonna go through this key Rock giveaway. And Annette is our winner. So Annette, if you're on, what I need you to do is definitely go into the comment section. Let me know you're here. Post your address, and we should be golden. So Annette is our big winner today. All right. So as long as she's on. If she's not on, then that's how it's gonna be. So, okay. So guys, let me get to the end of this here. Let's see where we were. Going through the PowerPoint. Okay. All right, that's gonna bring us to. All right, so it's pretty much QA time for those of you guys. If you want to go ahead and ask any questions, and then while we're waiting, yeah, so we just did that. So while we're waiting, if you guys want to buy Bedrock or you have any questions about Bedrock, these are the apps that you're going to need. So the first thing we're going to talk about, if you don't have any crypto at all, is download crypto.com. There's the little link right there. If you want to use a referral link and earn $25, go ahead and use that. The next one that you're going to need is the Google Authenticator app. And then you're going to need MetaMask. Okay, and you can do the MetaMask. I recommend highly doing it on the computer. I'm going to walk you guys through it on the computer today. And I'm actually going to show you how to do all of this from start to finish. For those of you guys, I'll give you a few minutes to start downloading some stuff. And once you start downloading, all these apps, we have about 5 minutes if the comments aren't too crazy. We're going to go ahead and jump right into how to do that, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. All right, so let's cover the questions for a second. Hey, no, sorry, guys. Lost you guys there, but screen share, did that? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so Jacob Balali. Hey, buddy. How long does the sweater incentive run? Probably for a long time. Like, I would say the merch is going to be around for a long time. The referral of the friend thing is going to be something, the foreseeable future. Thank you, TA. So that's kind of how it's going to be. So that was my plan in the beginning with this. Is I already knew I wanted to do the merch giveaway. So that's long term. But if anybody has any questions about like anything else, just shoot them in the comment section or in the live chat. And then after we do this, for those of you guys that maybe already have like, I would say, Coinbase, that's going to be the next one. So if you guys already have a Coinbase, awesome. I'm going to show you a workaround. But if you have never used any type of crypto wallet, I recommend doing crypto.com. The other reason I recommend it is because they have a really cool Visa card. And that's how I pay for everything, like with just about everything. Okay. All right. And for the rest of you guys, if you could go ahead and like and subscribe and maybe hit that notification button, that would be awesome as well. Because anytime we do a live, if you guys miss it, that notification will kind of just pull it up and you'll see it. But we got to hit the bell as well. Sweet. All right, we'll give it about maybe 30 more seconds if no one else has any questions. All right, I think we're going to move along. I think you guys are just about ready. All right, let's see if when I do this here, if we lose audio again. Hopefully. There we go. Unmuted. All right, now I can see you guys too, or you can see me. Okay, so step number 1 is you're going to want to go to metamask.io. And then hit download. for Chrome. And yeah, use a Chrome browser. Add Chrome. Just gonna add this extension. All right, and then it's gonna pop up over here, which is nice. So if you guys hit the extension button here and pin it, it's very helpful. So go ahead and pin it there, and then it gets started. Okay, so when you first start, you're not gonna have a secret phrase or anything like that. You're going to say, yes, let's get started, okay? Because we need to essentially get the keys for our wallet. So just think of MetaMask here as a wallet that's offline, that's decentralized, meaning you're the one that's in control of it unless you literally sign a contract to give somebody else your secret seed phrase. So think of it as like a wallet that goes in your pocket that no one will ever see. All right, so that's what's awesome about it. Where if you're on Coinbase or Crypto.com or any of these other sites, they're definitely going to slap you with a nice 1099 at the end of the year, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how this works. Okay, so on here, help us improve MetaMask. Go ahead and just say, well, you can say I agree or no. I'm going to say no thanks. And then you're going to go ahead and set a password. So I'll go ahead and do one for this one. Let me go ahead and put something in. All right, let's do... Cool. And then that. And then get a pen and paper. Okay, so for this next part, I'm actually going to turn this next part off. Because what's going to happen is they're going to give me a secret. They're going to give me something that I don't want everybody to see. So, let me pull that up. Okay. All right. So, while I'm doing this, what's going to happen is, okay, yeah. So you're going to get the secret recovery phrase, and then you're going to click on it. It's going to reveal some secret words, and go ahead and type, write these down. Because on the next screen, they're going to ask you to put them in order. All right. I'm going to kind of go fast through this too, so that way people that want to watch it later, they can kind of get through this. Oh, these are funny words. I like it. And then make sure that you guys literally save this with your life. This is how, if you forget your password, this is the only other way to recover anything. And you don't want to share this with anyone, not even your wife or your husband. Don't do it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and on the next page, it's going to ask me to put them in order. Actually, you probably do want to share them with your spouse. Like, that's a joke. All right, argue. Shouldn't be saying these out loud. Okay, next one. All right. Let's get through here. All right, so now that that's done, I can share my screen with you guys again. Okay, so when you guys are finished with that, you're going to get something that says, congratulations, all done, right? And so now this is what's going to pop up. We're on an Ethereum screen, and this is a blockchain called Ethereum. A lot of you guys have probably heard about Ethereum. And what we want to do is we want to add a different blockchain. The Bedrock token is on Binance Smart Chain because the fees on Ethereum are astronomically high. They're like $50 to $80. And so right here, where it says Ethereum mainnet, there's a spot that says add network. So you're going to want to go ahead and just click up there in your top right corner where there's that circle next to it on the Ethereum mainnet and hit add network. And then I'm going to just take you guys to another thing real fast. We're going to type in MetaMask. Actually, we're going to type in BSC to MetaMask, which is the Binance Smart Chain to MetaMask. And you're going to see right here this first article, connecting MetaMask to Binance Smart Chain. And then we're going to scroll down and connect this wallet. So you'll find this one here. It's like this is the one you're probably looking for. So just copy and paste this. So we'll go ahead and back to this. Network name was Smart Chain. The RPC URL. This is going to be 56 BNB. And then it's BSC scan, but I just want you guys to see this. So I'm just literally just copy and pasting and going to plug these in. All right, and then as soon as we save it, bam! Now we have the Binance Smart Chain on our MetaMask. So now if we go ahead and we go up here and look at these two different chains, we should have the Ethereum mainnet and the Smart Chain. So you can switch back and forth and send tokens to the Ethereum mainnet, or if you want to. But for our sake of time, we're going to be using the Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Another thing that we're going to go ahead and do, actually from here, is let's go ahead and now you're done with this. If you want to put the ROC token in now, you can, but we'll do that later on. So since we're on this smart chain, anytime you make a transaction, you have to have BNB in your wallet. And if you guys run out of BNB, you're going to have to go get more BNB. So why am I showing you guys crypto.com? Well, I will show you guys. So if we go into crypto.com now, check this out. Got my phone out. All right, let's go to crypto.com. Okay. So hopefully you guys already downloaded this. Once you get inside, this is what it's going to look like. And if you go up and type in or go to your settings in the top left-hand corner, the first thing that you're going to want to do after you log in is come down and turn on this Face ID. Like super helpful. If you guys don't have the Face ID, you can use like a, I think it's like a finger touch or something like that. And it will offer the Touch ID as well. So depending what you have, but it'll just save some time. The next thing that we want to do is we're going to set up or actually download the, we need the Google Authenticator app as well. After you guys download the Google Authenticator, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here where it says two-factor authenticator. And you're going to want to press Enable 2FA at the top. A lot of people, you won't see the send and all these other things on here. But when you turn that on, they're going to give you a code. And you're going to click on that and copy it. And the reason you're going to need to do that is because in the Google Authenticator, we want to sync these up. And what that does is it makes it extra secure. So if I go over to my Google Authenticator, you can see that it's going to give me a new code. But let's just say if I wanted to do a new one, in the bottom right corner, there's a plus. And you guys are going to hit enter a setup key, the account, name it crypto.com, which I'm not going to do because I already have one. And then the key that they give you from crypto.com, you're going to want to enter that key right there and paste it. And then leave it on time base, that's fine, and hit add. Once you've done that, you're going to have to go back into, well, it will basically look like that last screen that I just saw. It's going to look just like this, right? And every 30 seconds is going to give you a new code, which is super cool. So now what we want to do is go back into our crypto.com, since I've already, I have that part done. And we're going to want to buy the Binance token. So right here you can see Binance coin, or they call it Binance coin, not Binance token, or BNB. And then just once you get on this screen here, hit buy BNB. And they're going to give you a few options. They're going to give you crypto wallet, fiat wallet, credit card, whatever you want. And so for me, I ended up actually buying some of these last night. So I'm going to save us some time and move forward. So after you buy the BNB, and just a heads up, if you guys use a credit card, use a debit card. The credit card actually, they only give you your cash advance amount. Another tip is it always defaults to 10. I don't know why they do that, but you can change this and do like 0.1 or 0.0 or whatever the amount that you need to do. So go ahead and pick the desired amount and then go ahead and purchase it. After you've done that, we're going to have to set up a wallet. So to our MetaMask. So we want to send it after we buy the coin to our MetaMask. So I'm going to hit this blue button at the bottom, the lion, and then go up to the top where it says crypto wallet. And then I'm going to find the Binance coin. Click on it. All right, so here's the 10 BNB that I bought last night. And then we're going to hit transfer. And what we want to do is withdraw. And then from here, we're going to hit external wallet. And you can see I have some in here that are different. But I'm going to actually add one. And so let's go ahead and add one. So I'm going to hit the plus button in the top. And then I'm going to hit wallet address. Okay, when you get to this screen, this is super important. Where it says select a network, make sure you're clicking Binance Smart Chain, which is the BSC, not the BEP2. BEP2 is if we are going just to a direct Binance mainnet. And we're going to, if we were going to like another exchange like Coinbase or Binance, they have their own USA wallet and stuff like that. All right, as far as the coin address, you can either copy or paste. Since I'm doing this on a computer, I'm going to go back to, so let me share my screen again over here. I'm going to go back over here, and this right here is what I'm trying to copy. So where it says account 1, I can either do the clipboard, and I can copy this and send it to my cell phone. So why don't I actually do that real fast? So I'm going to send this to myself. Paste it, send it. Cool. All right, and when we come back, let me grab that. So I'm going to copy it. And let me show you guys what I'm doing now. Okay, so back in the phone. So we want to go to crypto.com. I'm going to paste this right there. And then what's going to happen is I need to name this wallet. So I'm going to say testing MetaMask. Cool. Continue. But for you guys, what I would name it is I would name it like just MetaMask. You don't need any testing, obviously. And then you're going to continue. And now it's going to ask me to go to the Google Authenticator. So now we need to go back to the Google Authenticator. And we're going to click on this code. You might need to wait. If you hold it down long enough, it'll copy it. But I'm going to wait 30 seconds because it didn't work. Okay, we're going to get our new code. 680506. Continue. And what this is doing is it's just saving that MetaMask address for us. See if it went through. Beautiful. All right, and now what I can do at this point is hit withdraw BNB. So I'm going to send this to my testing one. And let's go ahead and we'll send over. So if you click on the screen, it flips. So I'm just touching where it says 0.2 or whatever BNB equals this. But I want to just go ahead and send, let's go ahead and send like, I don't know, 4 BNBs. Okay, cool. We're going to hit withdraw because I want to get a t-shirt. All right. So we're going to hit withdraw, confirm. Oh, and then back to the Google Authenticator. Okay, so now we go back. It's extra secure. 483-441. 483-441. 483-441. Continue. What? Oh my goodness gracious. This new crap. Okay, So I guess I have to wait a full day, which this is that sucks. So that's a new thing. 24 hours. All right, so I'll be able to do this tomorrow. But let me just show you, I guess, on my other one. Like, you can just send it. You can send it to whatever address, but I guess you have to wait 24 hours. Maybe the funds need to clear or something, or who knows. That's annoying. But anyways, after you send it, what's going to happen is it's going to disappear. And once it disappears, let me see if I could just send it to this one instead. Okay, let's go ahead and send a BNB. Because this one's already hooked up, so this one should work. So since this is, let's do 5. Hit withdraw, confirm. Okay, let's try this. There's always a way. Okay, 929,770. Boom. Okay. And now if I come back, you can see the 5 has disappeared. And let's see here. This is going to go to a different address, but it's going to take a few minutes. So if I switch over to a different browser, so you can see right now I have 4. So pretty soon we're gonna this should increase, go up to 9, but it's gonna take a minute. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Sorry. Let me switch over. Okay. So this is going to change. Right now there's 4 in here that I have currently, and then I should be waiting on 5 to come over. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, playing the waiting game, I'll jump back. I'm gonna jump back in with everybody, and yeah, we'll wait. So if you guys have any comments, it takes probably about 5 or 10 minutes before that's going to transfer. Once that gets transferred over, it'll be good. And then I'll show you guys the next step. So the next step, actually, we could just move along. Let me just finish out while we're waiting on that to come over. And I could just, we'll wrap it up. We'll finish this out. So I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay, so once we get to this spot here, we're going to go to Bedrock Swap.finance. And then, I'm already connected, but for those of you guys, when you come in here, we're going to go hit trade. And on the site, it might look like this. So if it looks like this, don't worry about it. If it looks like this, it's just easier to read. Since I already have some in here, what you would do then is we want to take our BNB and go to the Rock token, right? And so let's go ahead and we'll just buy one. And it's going to show you here essentially how much you guys can buy. And you're going to hit swap, confirm. I'm going to sign a contract. And then just wait. And then this is where you're going to want to hit add rock to MetaMask. I'm going to let the transaction just go through. You get something up here in the right hand corner. And then just click on add rock to MetaMask. I've already added this token, but you would hit add token and then you'll be good. So no need for me to do that, but just hit add token. If it doesn't show up, meaning like when you come into your assets and you look over here, and you're trying to figure out how many rock or whatever, when you see this here, you'll need to import the token, and how you do that is down at the bottom. So what we could do while we're waiting for this to come over is I'll actually go back into my other example wallet here and do import token. So how we can find that is go to bscscan.com and we can type in Bedrock and we're going to pop up here. And there's a little contract right here. So this is what they're looking for. You can go copy address, back to the MetaMask, and hit import token. And then right here, we're just going to go ahead and paste it. And it will fill out the rest of the information for you guys. And then just hit add custom token, import token, and there she is. So even though we don't have anything, at least it's here. So then that way, when you guys buy it, if you're like, where did it go? Like, what happened, right? It's there for you guys. All right, so that's how we do from crypto.com to MetaMask to Bedrock Swap, trading it and getting it into our wallet. So I know it seems like a ton of work, but what's nice is like once it's all set up, it's really not that hard. It's like 3 steps. So yeah, that's how that works. Does anyone have any questions on that? No? Which is fine. Okay. All right. Fire. Matthew Stuckey, thanks, my man. Okay, so let's kind of go into, let's see here. Let's change my screen. Coming back. Okay. Let's just check, see if the money came into the other one yet. It can take sometimes, guys, like 24 hours, so usually it's not that long. Yeah, we're still waiting on it, so we'll check on that one. I do kind of want that one to come through before we do the other one, but actually, I think we can do the other one and it should be fine. So, all right, in the meantime, let me pull up a different site. All right, so I'm going to go to Coinbase, and then I'll share my screen in just a minute. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Okay. So while we're waiting, if you guys have a Coinbase and you already have coins, let's start doing that because I can send that to this address, and yeah, we'll be good here. Okay. So for Coinbase, what we want to do is we're going to actually use something called simpleswap.io. This is a pretty cool site. I like this. So there's like a crypto exchange, kind of like if you guys went to Mexico and you needed some pesos, right? And you got off the airplane or any other country in the world, and you guys wanted to exchange your current cryptocurrencies for Binance, the BNB token. And the reason the reason Coinbase does not have BNB is because Binance is one of the largest exchanges, actually the largest one, and they're competitors. So of course they're not going to want to do that. But you would find the coin, any coin that you want. I have some USDC that we can do this with. So we'll go USDC, and I'm going to pick the coin that I want. So remember, not BNB just itself. We want BNB on the smart chain. So just make sure you click this one, BEP20. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the dollar amount. So let's do like $1,000. It says $100 minimum. I know I'm doing more than that, but just that looks better. And then I'm going to hit exchange. And this is going to be kind of confusing for a second because everyone's like, well, how's that work? Like, you're not connected to anything. So what I want to do is I want to enter the address of where I want these BNB tokens to go to. So we're going to find our MetaMask right here on the right-hand side, our new one that we just made. And I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste it right here. And then I'm going to go create exchange. And then what they're going to do is give me just an address here of where to send it. So what I want to do is then copy this, because what I'm going to do is go into Coinbase and send 1,000 USDC to this address, and then they're going to route it and give me 2.05 BNB to the address I just told them to. So it might be a little confusing, but if you guys get confused, just come back to the video and just rewatch this part. All right, so let's change to our other wallet. And inside here, let's go into USDC. And we're going to click on send. and I want to send $1,000 to that address they gave me. So let's go back and double check. Is that the correct one? I hope so. 0x4B69. 0x4B69. Looks good. And make sure that you put in the correct amount. And we're going to go continue. Send now. And then I'm going to add this from my phone. Let's see what the code was. Okay. Sweet. All right, so this one's saying 10 minutes or less. So now if we come back to this other page, in a minute it will be confirming after it starts to send us over. So I'm going to leave this screen here while we're waiting. So we have basically 2 BNB that we're hoping is going to show up here in the next 10-ish minutes. And on this other one, let's see if the money came through yet. Still waiting. Okay, so don't freak out about that, guys. It's okay. It could take a minute for, you know, on the chains. When anytime you're going from like a main exchange to like MetaMask, it could take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump back, check in the comments, and let's see what we got going on here while we're waiting. Yeah, this is more QA part. So if you guys have any questions, like, feel free. And then I'm going to go back in a couple minutes and we'll check the, make sure that all the transactions went through, just to show you guys that it actually works. All right, missed QA part. Chanel's saying, I missed the QA part. Quick question. Once you stake your tokens, how do you get them back after the staking period? Correct. So, great question. All right, so let's go back while we're waiting. This is actually really good. Okay, so let's go into this one. So now that we've swapped, so she's asking when you stake, right? So when you give your tokens essentially to the Bedrock wallet, what will happen is you will see all of your stakes here, okay? And what will happen is after you have like an end date, for example, like this is the first one, so this doesn't really count. But for instance, in just a couple of days, I'll be able to claim some rewards. But what will happen is you're going to have a different tag like this that's going to pop up. I'm leaving this one on purpose for the developers. It's not a big deal. But the rest of these, like you're just going to get a little cash icon here. And this, you know, you'll have this other one to exit it out. And so the end date is when you'll be able to claim whatever you have originally staked. And so when you stake it, what's cool is you're going to have your daily rewards over here of how many new tokens are coming into circulation or how many tokens that you can get on a daily basis. And you would go by the days that are unclaimed. So for example, let's just do a smaller one here while we're waiting. This one is going to do 9 times 13.88888. All right. So we'll go ahead and click on this to claim it. Make sure you guys have BNB in your wallet, but this is a way to make passive income. So rather than leaving your money in a bank account that you earn $0 on, this is a way to earn more rock tokens. And then what will happen, just be patient, and you'll see this change. So now those tokens have gone back into my wallet. And guess what? More tokens just went into circulation, right? And then this is going to restart back to 0. And depending on what time that I made the stake is once the new day will restart. So I can go through here and claim all these. You don't have to claim them every day. Obviously, you can see I have a bunch here that I haven't done that. Just because it could be time consuming and it's just kind of fun. And yeah, but that's what happens. It will disappear. And then in 24 hours again, I'll have another one that I can claim. And I can go ahead and claim those tokens. If we want to see exactly what the amount was, we can go here, click on this activity log, view on the block explorer and see what happened. And so you can see that I earned $12.26 based on the price that Rock's at. Pretty cool. All right, sweet. Good question, Chanel. All right, see what other questions we have while we're waiting. Oh, hold on. This is good. Check it out. So the simple swap, it already went to confirming, exchanging, getting closer. Oh, look at that. It worked. That's sweet. Okay. I'm so bummed that this... Okay, cool. All right, so now that this one worked, right? So the simple swap, let's see if it beat the freaking crypto.com one. Hold on here. Yeah, they're all congested. All congested. Still waiting on it. Okay. But that's cool. So it came over. That was pretty freaking fast, actually. So when you already have a token, maybe it's faster. I don't know. But that worked really fast. So now I'm going to take this with this new wallet and see this is how it looks. So we're going to hit Connect Wallet. Make sure you hit MetaMask. No provider found. You're lying. No, don't do that to me. Okay. Then go to the trade. Connect it here. All right, I'll talk to Dev about that. And connect it there, and then it'll work. So maybe the top right corner having an issue there. Connect. Okay, let's buy some tokens. Okay, we're going to buy some Bedrock. So now, if you hit max, the only issue is you can hit max, but then just save a little bit of BNB. So I'm just going to do 2. And the reason why is because when you're staking and you want to claim, remember, every transaction you do, you need a little bit of BNB. And to give you guys an idea how much this is, if I were to just do 0.0615, it's like 28 bucks. So that's plenty to save. So we'll just do 2 total. Let's go back to the Rock token. Alrighty. Let's do 2. And then we're going to hit swap. Confirm. And wait for the transaction. Okay. Done. Close. Sweet. And then what we're going to do is go over to the staking side. And we can see our Rock tokens here. So Simple Swap did take a little bit of a fee because I sent $1,000 and clearly I'm a little bit less than that now. So it's not a big deal, but I wanted my freaking t-shirt. The heck, man. All right, so if I put in that many tokens, hold on, I'm curious. Let's see. $9.28. Okay, plus mileage. So they took like 50 bucks. The heck? All right. Anyway, so they did that. So I'm just a little bit short. Bummer. So maybe send like 1,050. Okay, so let's do this. So anyways, I'm going to stake these. Why not? And you can pick, you know, different time frames, but let's go ahead and just stake all of them. 360. Stake it. And let's make some money. All right, confirm. Does this work? I'm so mad it's not working. Why isn't my cool sound working? Oh well. Confirm it. And then be patient. Be patient. Because there should be one more that pops up. Oh, perfect. Went through. Beautiful. All right. So now we have the end dates. January 14th of 2023. Shows the amount that I staked. Then I'm going to earn 13 of these on a daily basis. And then tomorrow, if we look at the time right now, January 19th at 8:02, I'll have tomorrow on the 20th at 8:02, 1 day unclaimed, and then that action will pop up here. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And let me see if the other one came through yet. Not yet. It will come through, I promise. It just takes time. So this one, though, that was way faster. Like, that's one of the fastest swaps that I've seen go through. That's really cool. It's like 10 minutes tops. So simple swap is fast. Crypto.com, it all depends on their congestion. I know they have a lot of users right now, too. So it's very possible that's what's going on. But all right, see if we have anything else in the comment section. Yeah, we did pretty good. A lot of you guys stuck around, so that's awesome. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to be doing this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I might even make Mondays kind of the day for brand new people that know nothing about crypto. Just so if you guys have people that are like complete, pretty much everybody's brand new to this, like for the most part. And so if you guys have, I might do that for Mondays, but I'll keep you guys posted. But we're going to do this again tomorrow night. So if you guys want to recruit the troops, get your 100 free rock tokens, bring them on, show them how we can buy $100, or you can just have them watch this video anytime throughout the day. I think that would be fantastic. But yeah, anybody else have any questions before we jump off? All right, I got to see if this works. Yeah, there it goes. Finally, I was like, man, where are my cool sounds? All right, I think that's going to be a wrap for tonight, guys. So I will show you guys, though. Just go in the Discord and let's stake these tokens. Let's get some merch. Keep this train going. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. So thank you guys for everybody hopping on. And we'll talk soon. Peace.